going on? I want to do something a little different today. I want to look at this match between Roberto and Mica. And I just want to talk about this submission that takes place at the end, and this arm lock and the setup. And so let's try something a little different today. I want to kind of skim through this, probably be stopping and pausing and reversing and talking about it. Even right now, I'm like, okay, we got to stop. Okay, we got to reverse up a little. All right. So one thing I really like is I love the arm lock. I love doing arm lock, and I love the setup he does right here. And I really like how Mica is going to take the arm lock and transition into a normal arm bar. I try to finish with the arm lock, but I like how Galvao transitions. Okay, so I want to talk about this entry right here. I don't know if right here he's hunting for this entry. I don't know if he's thinking about a leg entry of some sort. I don't even know if I would think to go for the arm lock right here, but I love how he enters in, and I'm going to talk about right here. So right where I have it paused, if you look at Mica's left elbow, he has it flared. He has it flared, even though it may not look flared, it's actually flared up, and he's causing there to be pressure and pushing Robert's arm into his neck, and Mica's head is trapping the wrist and the whole entire arm between his shoulder blade, between his shoulder and his head, with the pressure of the flared elbow. Now something very, very important right here, and we're going to see Mica do it. He's going to take his left foot and put it right there on the rib. Now, I know Mica is kind of up on his right lat, but this is one of those places where I look at him and I go, he's basically flat on his back right now. Now he is going to turn to his right in a little bit in just a minute, and this is how he's going to get Robert to go flat to his belly. But when I do this arm lock, and I actually have a video on teaching the arm lock, I talk about going flat to the back and creating space. But I love how he puts this foot right there, almost in the armpit of Robert, and he still has everything flared. He has the arm trapped, his head nice and tight. The arm is completely isolated. I can't tell what his right leg is doing. So let's just hypothetically say it's either butterfly hooked under Robert's left leg, or it's on his thigh, or it's on the knee of Robert right now, or it may just be kind of just locked in like a spring right now. So let's move forward a little bit more. Okay, right here, I can't see his right foot really, but I'm loving how he's moving his left foot down, down, down. He's going to transition this left foot into a butterfly. And all the time, if you're watching, he's keeping, I'm going to back it up, he's keeping that arm and that elbow and that head tight the whole way. Look at that, it's the exact same the whole way. Tight, 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 tight. Boom, transitions right here to that butterfly. Arm is still tight, elbow still flared, head is still attached to that arm. His right foot, I can't tell if this is his right foot or if that's Robert's knee. I think his foot is right here, and it's in his hip, and it's about to go to his thigh. Oh, right there. Okay. So he pushed out his knee, he slid it down and pushed out his leg. This is what gets Robert to go belly down. He still has his butterfly hook in. Everything on the neck is still tight, elbow is still tight. I usually try to finish right here, but Mica is actually going to step over the head. Everything is still tight. Now, it's going to look like Robert taps to the submission at the end, which he does, right? But I'm curious if the arm is broken or super injured way before we even get to the very end. Because the amount of pressure on the elbow with that arm lock and then stepping over, I think is devastating to the elbow. So let's just go real quick through right here. See, I think the arm is already broken. I think it's already hurt. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at his foot placement. Let's go back just a little bit. Look at Mica. I want you to watch his feet. Right here, watch his feet. He stops him. Look at that. He stops him from trying to roll. Okay. There we go. Okay, this right here. That's what I want to talk about. So see how his arm is right here. Yeah, I know his head and his posture's broken down. but it doesn't look like Mica's really squeezing this right now. Maybe his hips are down. Let me back up just a little to see if his hips might be down. But I feel like that arm is already super compromised right now. Like, it is done. Because look how much space. It was loose right there for just a brief second. Obviously, I'm not in the middle of that. But I wonder if the arm is already injured. I think the fight would have been different right here. Let's back it up just a little so we can look at that. We're gonna go through it. Here we go. Oh yeah, the fight. Look at that. See how it's kind of, Mica has time to set. His arm is already, look how when Mica sits up, he's already kind of, yeah, that arm was done way before. Wow. Let's back up real quick and we'll just, I want to just go back over that. All right, entry, elbow flare, flat to back, foot right into the armpit, pushes, creates space, arm is locked into the neck, shoulder, elbows flared, foot goes to hip, and then it's going to go into a butterfly. As it goes into butterfly, right foot's going to go and kick out the other leg, boom. It looked like he pulled it out with a hook or pushed it of some sort. Has his whole body. I wish we could see the other angle, because what we would see is him flat to the mat and his whole arm just in a straight line up Mica's chest. Boom, around, rotate. I think the arm is compromised right here, right there. I think it's done. But he comes around. Robert knows. Oh, keeping him in place. Oh, yeah. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Like I said, it's my first one. I'm hoping to do more of these. Alright, till next time.